and I'm here just for a very special event. We're going to get some Player of the Weeks going, and in the booth for the first matchup, and who are going to be joining me for the Player of the Week is we got Fishy. How you doing, Fishy?
Yo, it's going great. We got the first week of Player of the Weeks. I can't wait.
Yeah, and then we got KN here. How you doing, KN?
Doing great. Ready to see the player of the weeks and the matches coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting night for sure, so stay tuned. But we're going to real quick do some Player of the Weeks here. I know we're started doing this last year, halfway through the season, where we do it before the Monday stream. So let's get this one rolling. First up, we got our novice people. So, KN, what you got? You got some novice out here, some honorable mentions you want to throw out before I reveal the curtain on this one?
I'd say Rodney, as I call him, definitely played well with the team he was given and did pretty well.
Oh yeah. Anybody else? Or are you just like so confident that that's gonna be the one?
I mean, of course, I'm gonna throw out my own team. Hold on. Abok, he's pretty good. Nemesis, yeah.
I have heard some good things about Nemesis. He's been a little mention of for a novice player. But in fact, the novice player of the week for week one is Forza Blade. I mean, man's got to be pretty cracked here. What have you heard on the streets out here, Ken? You got some stats or something pretty for Forza Blade here?
Well, definitely an underrated team, underrated player coming into this. Underdog, you might say, but Genesis came out of essentially nowhere, and Forza was leading that charge. It's great to see him get it this first week, honestly.
All right, all right. Yeah, I mean Genesis has been a little bit of a talk this season for novice, but moving on now, we got our prospects. So, I mean, I don't think it was me. I didn't play too hot. I mean, in fact, we didn't even win a game, so there's that. But there was some good people out there in prospects for sure. I mean, you can't. I mean, it was just. I don't know. I'm so distraught by what happened to me. My team got absolutely destroyed. But what do you got? You got something? You got some honorable mentions here for some prospects?
Oh, I'm gonna sound biased when I say this, but I'm not being biased. Parallax is insane. Man's essentially shut down every single play that happened, carried, faded through it, even though the other two players are insane as well. So,
Well, pretty ironic that you say that because that is in fact our player of the week out here. As Parallax is going to take the prospect league.
they did represent.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Good prediction.
And for the first time ever, a league that I'm not super familiar with this season, as I always watch Seabiscuit play, so I knew quite a bit. But we got the Challenger League up here. What, Fishy? Maybe you got something for Challenger League. You've been a little quiet.
Yeah, I'm looking at these teams and I see Case on there doing really good for the Wraiths. I believe they started 2-0 and he's averaging 477 points a game, which is kind of insane for any sort of league. I'm
Yeah.
looking at the list. We got a few other players. We got King Muff of the Bishops. They started out 1-1, but he's still doing a good job carrying his league.
Okay.
Got any other players, Cam?
Well, again, I'm gonna sound even more biased. I'm gonna say Wolfie. Man's carried me through everything. I didn't even end up playing, but in the first game against Venom, our team 9-0'd them. So I'm definitely gonna have to go with him.
Okay. Okay. Well, sad to say that it is in fact Case. Fishy, your
Ah.
first instinct was correct. There is Case is gonna take home the first player of the week for season 4 here. Moving on to rival here. Now, I don't. Maybe it's my turn to sound a little biased because you've been tooting your horn about your players on your teams. So I think our boy out here, Seabiscuit talks really highly of Zerf. I haven't actually seen plays or stats, but according to him, they don't need their highest MMR player as long as you have the cheat code Zerf. So, anybody got anything else to rival Zerf here?
Well, I'm surprised you didn't mention the man himself, Steel Iron,
Oh,
coming
you're
out
right.
here.
Oh man, I'm such a disgrace.
The Grave Lords didn't lose a game from what I believe, so 100% win percentage, 6 games. That's pretty good coming out from him.
I have to agree with Steerline here.
Well, I started my rant about being biased before I looked over at my Player of the Week sheet, and I was in fact correct with Biscuit saying Zerf's a cheat code because Zerf takes that Player of the Week for Rival for Week 1 here. And moving on to our last, definitely not our least, this is our highest MMR range of players here, our Titans. And Fishy, if I'm not mistaken, this is where you specialize at, being a
Yeah,
Titan player.
this is my domain here, and I just can't look past anyone on Gravity, really. They just really popped off this week, especially Dylan, just carrying the team, averaging over 500 points a game, and beating good competition with Pinnacle, especially.
All right. Okay. Uh, KN, I know you've been moving up a little bit, so maybe you're looking a little down the road. Notice anybody from Titan honorable mentions out here?
I was watching my Titan players on stream first week, and couldn't hate to say it, but Smooth is actually really good, and was yeah, he's player of the week. There's no way he's not.
Okay. I mean, if I had to throw in my 2 cents, KDN was a pretty hard carry for Pinnacle. He did some pretty pog plays too. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get a play of the week out here. In that back is bi-weeklies this time though. Maybe we ease up a little bit. We'll get them more consistently done. But going back to what Fishy said, Fishy is in fact correct here. You have won the Titan Player of the Week, as Dylan was your guess. So Dylan, congratulations for Titan Player of the Week here for Week 1, and congratulations to all people that have won games, people that have played hard, taken MVPs in individual games. You guys are still good. You guys are still great players. Don't let Player of the Week get you down too much because you didn't get it. I mean, 5 people out of, I can't math right now, 40 per league times 5, and it's 200. 200 people playing and 5 people get it, so it's a pretty honorary title. But I'm sure some of you are close and push to get it the next week. That's always the goal, is to improve into the next week. But with that being said, congratulations to all Week 1 Player of the Weeks, but I am actually going to go sit in the back of the booth now, and I'm going to give it to you, Fishy, to take over, introduce this first matchup.
You're going to hand it off to me, and we got one of the players of the week here from